Well, hey, everybody. Great to be with you again in this way. And I'm so encouraged that you are continuing on as a group as we study the parables of Jesus from Matthew 13. Before we look at the next parable of Jesus, or actually the next twin parables of Jesus, I want to refresh us with a question that I posed last week in your group. And that was, if your group right now, maybe look at each other and smile, think about your group right now. If you guys were the only Christians in Duluth, in Friedenberg, in Cloquet, in Two Harbors, if you were the only ones, again, just think about that. You were the only ones, and then Jesus comes into your living room and he says, look, I want you to make sure that everybody knows about me. They hear my name. They know who I am. They know what I've done for them on the cross. Now go tell everybody. What would you begin to do? If it was entirely up to you, what would you do? I want you to think about that. Continue to think about that as a group. This next question that I have is not related to necessarily mission and outward facing, but inward facing and maturity. So mission, maturity. The maturity question is, if this book, the scriptures, the Bible, were the only curriculum that your group had, no other resources, if it was the only book that you had to learn from and to make disciples, would it be enough? You know the answer to the question. That question is designed so that we as a church family, one church in multiple locations, are people of the book. We know this book. We love this book. It's how we mature in knowing this, in growing in our understanding of it, so that we can be on mission as if we're the only believers in the Northland to tell others about Jesus. Okay, now to the parable of the hidden treasure and the pearl of great value. So I want to read it. I hope you have it, and then we'll mention a few points on it, and you can continue on with your study. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up. Then in his joy, he goes and he sells all that he has, and he buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who on finding one pearl of great value went and sold all that he had, and he bought it. Jesus here in these two twin parables is pointing to the value of the kingdom of heaven, the value of Christ as king and rule of this kingdom of heaven, of which his followers are a part. It is more valuable than anything anyone could ever either accidentally find, like the man who found the treasure stumbled upon it in the field, or anyone who could search diligently to find, like the man who found the pearl, like the merchant who found the pearl of great value. You're going to find it even stumbling on it by accident or by searching diligently. But the point is, when you find it, you know what you found. You found everything that you need and have been looking for. And as Christians, we know that we live in the kingdom of heaven. We know Christ is our king, and Christ is supremely valuable to us. And the upshot of all of this is, yes, this is extremely valuable. We sell everything. It's going to cost us everything. It's going to cost us our lives to live in the kingdom of heaven, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And from there in the sermon, we talked about, well, what does this life look like? And we went back to the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount. When you value the kingdom, you look at what it's like to live in the kingdom and say, yes, this is me now. And so if we were to take a look at the briefly at just the Beatitudes for a minute. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So these first three, you are humble and not proud anymore. You give up your right to have what you think you are entitled to. It's all gone because you've inherited the world. Yours is the kingdom of heaven. You don't demand anymore. This man who found this hidden treasure and this pearl of great value, he's like, I have everything that I need, so I don't have to make any demands or have any expectations anymore. I have everything that I need. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. I'm satisfied. I found the kingdom, and now my hunger and thirst is for God, to know him more. My hunger and thirst is to live righteously, not out of a sense of duty, but a sense of delight, because I'm in the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall be shown mercy. I want to show mercy to people. And I'm not going to hold a grudge anymore. I want to be merciful because of what I have found. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. I want to see God. I want to be called a son of God. I have seen God. I am a son of God. So therefore, all sin has lost its appeal to me because I have Christ. And he's more valuable to me. His kingdom is more of a treasure to me than all the fleeting entertainment and all the fleeting pursuits of sin in the world. I love God and I want a pure heart. I have a pure heart. He's mine. I want to see him. And I'm no longer going to be I'm going to be a peacemaker. I want peace in the world. I want, more than anything, I want the peace that I have with God to be experienced by others around me through Jesus Christ. I want that reconciliation to happen. I live for that no matter what. Blessed are those who are persecuted. Yes, I might be persecuted for my faith in Christ and for this treasure that I have, this kingdom that I have found. But it doesn't matter to me because I have gained everything. I have everything that I need. And mine is the kingdom of heaven. And so if you were just look through the entire Sermon out of the Mount, this man who found the treasure hidden in a field, who found the pearl that he was looking for, when he found it, he had great joy. He sold everything that he had, all of his possessions, all of his life. This is hyperbole to say nothing compares to knowing Christ. And my whole life is different now. How I live before others, how I handle my money, how I handle my time. It's all oriented now toward Christ and his kingdom. Well, I hope this encourages you and challenges you in your study tonight as you look at the questions, knowing that you have found the pearl of great value, Christ. And you have found the hidden treasure, his kingdom. God bless you all. Love you. Enjoy your time together, and we'll see you next week. Take care.